scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Now been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Gino, think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. When they wish for me to fail, I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my friend good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Here we go. Set. 18 gator. 18 gator. Go, go. Get in the weight room. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54 Mike. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Max box. Mike.
Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
You better bring it.
Hey, watch this. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5. Let's go. 5 on. 2 little. Come on.
Check 9, check 9.
From the gun, Barnes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Let's go, fellas.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Barnes got an open man. That's Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Check. Check out. Hot. Uniform. Check 55 to Mike. Check pass. Alert 3.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Watson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Mack. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Check 52. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Begin.
Off play action. Barnes. He's got his man Sharp complete. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Second and 4. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check 99, check 99.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
Shit, shit, shit. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now a run with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? 26. 55.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Got his man. That's Harry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, and that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right. 54, right there. 54, Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check. Same on. He's coming. Double up.
On 1st down, Barnes. Catch made here by Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
55, Mike 55.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. To try again after the sack. Watson flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
It's Watson, and the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
We got double up, double up. Joker.
A give, running right is Mack. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
To throw on 3rd down, Barnes. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. To the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He gives it up. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That good for 19 and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Barnes. That's complete to Sharp. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. 66, bullet, high. 54 is Mike. 54.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he almost... Intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You ready?
At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
That's the way. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
54. 54's Mike.
Off play action. Barnes. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, D. Slam, slam, slam. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Arvin. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, D.
From the gun, Barnes. Campbell making the catch. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On 3rd and 2, Barnes. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The pickup there, 5 yards.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Barnes, flush to his right. Incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty over. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Short. 54. Watch 54. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the pass. Hey, here we go. Check him up.
On 3rd down, Barnes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
Hey, we got 4 down. Watch the safety creep. Share.
On 1st down, it's Mack, and he's taken down inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Right slow. Bravo. Go.
Throwing on 1st down. Barnes. He's going to go up top for the... And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 40 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On second down now. It's Jones. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
Over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
52. And let's get in them holes. Go. Out. 52.
Back to throw. Barnes. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Barnes. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw on second down. Barnes. Escaping the pressure right. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
54.
From the gun, Barnes. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Patriots take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watson now to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
New England on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 54. 55.
Watson operating from the gun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. He finds his target, Beckham. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. To the air yet again, Watson. And this will complete to Burnett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll go again to Jones. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, 24. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. Hey, 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 hey.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Hey, hey, watch this, watch this. 50. Yeah. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. That's it. Right there. 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Barnes. That's complete to Marlon Mack. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Indianapolis, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.